Yo, what's up, guys? What a spectacular performance today by AC Milan, guys, in the Coppa Italia semifinal, defeating Inter Milan 3-0, guys, winning 4-1 on aggregate. Not beating them, not the first, not the second, but the third time this season, guys, that this team has beaten Inter, guys, after losing 6 in a row. Man, it feels good to see Milan go 5 unbeaten against Inter, snapping their possibility of winning a treble, guys. Absolutely beautiful to see, guys. Now, guys, look, obviously, Milan are in 9th place. Of course, you know, we are not in the position that Milan should be in. Of course, it's not the position of AC Milan standard should be in, guys, as we agree, of course. But when it comes to a Coppa Italia semifinal, it doesn't matter about positioning. All that matters is two city rivals playing against each other with an opportunity to win another trophy. And man, oh man, Milan stepped up and played an incredible game today, guys, in the second leg today. Now, guys, what can I say about the game today? Now, obviously, the first 30 minutes, I would say, Inter had some chances, They were getting behind Milan's defense a few times. Maignan made a big save or two in that first half, keeping it 0-0, of course. Milan were doing some things, they were trying to threaten Inter, but they weren't really getting much until later on in the first half, guys. Luka Jovic, who I felt was man of the match today, of course, obviously. What a spectacular performance by Luka Jovic today. He deserves all the flowers today, guys, in this game because he was spectacular. He was passing the ball with some great fluid passes, getting into open space. He is the reason why Milan scored the first goal of the game. He makes a great pass to Theo Hernandez. We saw Theo make the pass to Reinders, and you see Jovic trekking up the field to get into the box. And then Fofana gets the pass from Reinders to Jimenez, and Jimenez with a spectacular cross, guys. An absolutely perfect cross by Alejandro Jimenez right to Jovic, and what a thundering header it was by Luka Jovic to get in between Inter's defense in front of Darmian there to head it in. What a great goal. Beautiful build-up by Milan, guys. An absolutely deserving goal by them, taking the 1-0 lead. And we're thinking to ourselves, okay, Milan's got the 2-1 aggregate, if you can get another goal early in the second half, maybe, make it 3-1 on aggregate, making Inter's life difficult, getting 2 goals in one game. And Milan did exactly that, guys. Milan scored the goal at the most perfect time of the game. 5 minutes into the second half off a corner kick. Jovic fighting for positioning, and he gets his foot on it to make it 2-0 for Milan, guys. Just perfect scenario for AC Milan, guys. Now, Milan could have played defensively, stay cohesive defensively, of course, with the 5 at the back. You didn't have to try and exploit Inter, just try to get them on counterattacks, guys. They didn't have to try very much in this game after they made it 2-0, guys. But you could see Inter, they were trying, they were attacking, after Milan made it 2-0. You saw Inzaghi make 4 damn changes, so he subbed out 4 guys, and then after Maignan makes an incredible save on De Vries off a corner kick, guys, to keep it at 2-0. If Maignan doesn't make that save and Inter score, who knows what happens, guys? Inter might come back and maybe tie the game up. But Milan did a really good job defending this game, guys. I thought Fik Tomori, Gabi and Pavlovic were really good today, but especially Fik Tomori. I thought Fik Tomori was spectacular in this game today, guys. Even Jimenez, I thought he had a great game today, guys. He was spectacular. Obviously, Luka Jovic, man of the match performance. Like I said, I thought Fofana and Reinders were okay. They weren't anything special, of course. Same with Theo. They didn't do anything crazy, but I thought they had good games. Didn't make any mistakes, really. Fofana does drive me nuts here and there with the passes. Sometimes he makes skying the ball over the net multiple times. He does drive me nuts at the time, but I thought he played okay today. Reinders was good. Obviously, he scored that great goal, guys. Leao with a beautiful through ball to Reinders to put the dagger in and make it 3-0 for Milan, guys. Milan was really good today, guys. They picked their moments to attack. They found their moments when to defend, when to come back. They did a really good job, guys, reading the game today. I thought Contensal did a good job with his tactics, keeping the same 11 as well, showing them confidence, saying, listen, guys, even though we did lose to Atalanta, I'm keeping you in for this game, because he thought they played well, just didn't get the result that they wanted, obviously. But, guys, this was a great performance today by the team today. I thought Pulisic and Leao didn't do very much today other than Leao getting the assist because, let's be honest, guys, I thought Bisek had a great game today for Inter. He was probably their best player on the field today for Inter, guys. He really shut down Rafa for most of the game today, guys, until obviously we saw Rafa put in the great through ball to Reinders, of course. But, guys, Maignan as well, like I said, made some big saves there Defending was solid. You know, the team looked cohesive. You know, obviously, guys, listen, I'm not naive. Inter Milan, they're playing a lot of football right now, okay? They just played a two-legged affair against Bayern Munich in the Champions League quarterfinal. Obviously, they beat them. Now they got to play Roma on the weekend. They got Barcelona midweek. Guys, they're playing a lot of football. They've been playing 3 times a week all season long. You could see that they were tired. They didn't have it in their legs. You obviously as well saw no Thuram, no Dumfries. You know, Inter's lacking depth-wise at striker position. You know, when you got guys like Thuram and Arnautovic, you know, those guys aren't very good, let's be honest. Lautaro Martinez, you're not going to expect him to have a massive game every time he plays Milan, you know, and he's had a really bad season by his standards. Of course, he hasn't had a great season, obviously. You know, Inter have injuries, like I said, playing 3 times a week. They were tired, and Milan took advantage of them being tired. You know, Milan's only been playing once a week the last month and a half or so, you know what I mean, 2 months. So Milan's been really tired, of course. Milan's been playing once a week. Inter's been tired, sorry. And Milan took advantage of Inter being tired, and Milan have been a little bit more rested, of course. And you could see it in their play today. Milan had a lot more energy. You know, the 50-50 balls, Milan was winning, of course, guys. So you could see Milan had the energy. You know, even Rafa acknowledged it, that this season has been a disaster by Milan standards, of course. And the best thing for them would be to get to the final, win a trophy, you know, get 20 million euros, play in the Europa League next year. You know, guys, Milan haven't won the trophy since obviously 2003. It's been a very long time since they won the trophy. And like I mentioned, if you win the Coppa Italia, you get Europa League football next year. You get 20 million euros. Listen, I think we could all agree, guys, as Milan fans, this season has gone like an absolute nightmare. Of course, you know, being in 9th place, Milan should not be in 9th place. You know, obviously having 10 wins, first time in 6 years, right? So the way this season has gone, guys, to say at the end of the year you get 2 trophies and you get to play Europa League football and you finish 9th, it's obviously not the best scenario, but it's not the worst. I will take that over having no European football next year and only playing once a week. I will absolutely take the first suggestion over the second one, guys. That's just me, guys. I would prefer, obviously, that. I think all of us do. You rather have Milan playing in Europe. You get to keep your players, of course. It's obviously not Champions League football, but you gain some money, of course, right? You still sell the dead weight in the team to get some better players into the squad, but you don't have to sell your top dogs, you know, like shit I've been hearing about Reingers and stuff like that. I don't think that's happening, but this management scares the shit out of me. You never know with these people, guys. So we'll see what happens, guys. But, guys, Milan are in the Coppa Italia final. First time since 2018. Last time we got there, we got throttled by Juventus. You know, like I said, first time. We haven't won it since 2003, guys. So would be great to see Milan win the trophy. You know, winning 2 trophies this year would be nice to see. Of course, Milan haven't done that in a very long time, guys. So we'll see what happens, guys. But Milan are going to play the winner of Empoli-Bologna, of course, who play tomorrow. I'm pretty sure Bologna's up 3-0 on aggregate, guys. So we'll see what happens then. We still have to play Bologna in Serie A, of course. You know, obviously we saw what Bologna did to us in the replay game in Bologna. Bologna beat us, guys. So we have some unfinished business with Bologna, guys, in Serie A and the Coppa Italia, guys. But I think we could all agree that we want to do that unfinished business in the Coppa Italia final, guys, in Rome with a trophy on the line, European football on the line, and some money on the line, like I said, guys. But, guys, spectacular performance today by AC Milan today, guys. You know, I thought everybody played well today. Great performance today, throttling Inter, destroying their chances at a treble. You know, the team showed some cohesiveness, like I said today, guys. They played together as one today, guys. Really solid performance today, guys. But we all know it's just one game. Who knows? They might go on to lose in the weekend, guys. Who knows, guys? Let's wait and see. But this is a positive win today for the team, guys. Fantastic to see them get Inter again, beating them 3 times this year, guys. 5 games unbeaten. Amazing to see, guys. On to the Coppa Italia final, guys. And we'll see what happens in Milan's next Serie A game, guys. I'm pretty sure it's against Venezia. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to take a look at that, guys. But, guys, that's it for this video today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As always, guys, click like this video. Subscribe if you guys want to see more content. Forza Milan sempre, guys. And remember, if you do not watch sports, you're more. Ciao, guys.